Rated M for mature.
We've all got our own style in the undead war, but what kind of zombie army player are you?
Impressed?
Cooperation, a word which we derive the term co-op games from, but not necessarily the meaning. Because for every round of perfectly harmonised teamwork and communication you get in Zombie Army 4, there are bound to be at least as many free-for-alls as a quartet of radically different playstyles comes together for a bun fight around some divine grenades. This is a good thing, of course. People make games exciting and different every time. They're contrasting approaches, pulling the fabric of the code this way and that, like that little girl in the Matrix, except instead of there is no spoon, there really is no medkit, because they used it on themselves. Without further waffle then, let's outline the different Zombie Army 4 players and find out which one you are. Cards on the table, I am definitely this type of player. What can I say? I'm sorry. It's a fault and I'll work on it. Just please accept my matchmaking invites. I'm the guy who walks away from the end of chapter horde encounter with 4 grenades in his inventory. The one who got so distracted using their secondary weapon that, oh look, I've still got full rifle ammo after a really hard boss encounter. My brainbuster lies maxed out and unused, just like my special melee ability, and I've been even more economical with empty lung than Simon Cowell is with compliments. I'm a hoarder, plain and simple. Yes, other teammates could be making use of the arsenal I schlepp from one checkpoint to the next, but what if there's a really hard fight around the corner? Yeah, exactly. In fact, best leave that heavy weapon there as well, Louise. Might need that later on. You never know. Next up is the player who's not going to win many friends, but they'll be damned if they let that stop them from getting every comic, document, zombie hand and upgrade kit they can possibly find in every level. The Explorer. I mean, this is a game that welcomes exploration, so fair enough. Even when you don't find a collectible in a given room, there's probably some form of Easter egg or movie reference to sate your curiosity, so fair play. Just don't come crying to me when you're downed about 400 metres away from the rest of us while we're all taking down one of those double-hard machine gun zombies. You'll just have to explore your way back to us at the next checkpoint when you get resurrected.
You will pay for that!
From a player type who won't win many friends to one who simply doesn't care about them or collectibles or anything else but getting headshots, next up we've got the Perfectionist. Their combo meter is always above 50 somehow, and they haven't missed a headshot since Zombie Army Trilogy. They're probably an incredibly high level, and they have weapon charms equipped that you didn't even know existed. Generally, the Perfectionists are a pretty good addition to your team. So, Perfectionist, let's see you in the comments below. Don't be afraid of your fastidious ways. The only foibles Perfectionist players have is for letting the horde get right up to their eyeballs rather than toss out a messy grenade or spray them with that, imprecise secondary weapon. Oh, and the ones who like to hang out right at the end of levels rather than get in the safe house because they want to bring up their headshot percentages a bit or keep their combo going. At which point, you become like a secondary school teacher clearing out an under-14s disco. It's over. Level's done. Come on, go home, you lot.
I'm not even close to finish.
We've all been the hitchhiker at some point. Maybe your friends got the game before you and leveled up to obscene status before you finished the download, or maybe you just got unlucky, or lucky depending on how you look at it, in matchmaking and ended up with a team of 3 unbeatable steamrollers. Either way, the result's the same. They get all the kills and you follow along politely like some kind of undead extermination golf caddy. Nobody gets much out of this arrangement. The higher level players can take some satisfaction in knowing that they basically did this as a 3 when it gets to the stat screen and your 18 kills are revealed, but they'd probably rather have someone who pulled their weight. And for you, the beneficiary of a free ride to the next chapter and a job lot of XP, well, it's just a bit humiliating. The positive, though, is that you learn a hell of a lot in just one round of being a hitchhiker. Seeing more experienced players and how they tackle fights, positioning, grenades, traps, all that, it's invaluable, really. Just don't expect an applause for your contribution at the end of the round.
Maybe next time.
Next up, well, I've got to admit to being this player too. The Mr. Clumsy isn't bad at shooting or using grenades and traps to keep things under control. It's just that they like tearing in and getting the kills without too much thought for their health bar. which means they tend to fall over. A lot. Now, the Mr. Clumsy's learned that the second chance perk is borderline essential, and they've spent so much time having a sit down that they've probably got the gold, so at least twice a level they'll sort themselves out. The other 10 to 20 times, however, are your problem. They've probably become a dab hand with only their pistol, but due to the sheer amount of time spent on the floor with access to only that, they finish every level with 0 pistol ammo. They're good at saying thank you, and they're the first to run to your aid when you're downed, but because Mr. Clumsy doesn't pay too much attention to their health bar, they'll probably be downed on the way to you. Effort, mate. Thanks anyway.
I will have my revenge!
This player has been around since the dawn of gaming, and if this is you, please make yourself known in the comments because you're a special breed. Originally spotted in the arcades, having completed Street Fighter 2 before any other kid in the town, the max level player just gets games. They never make silly mistakes or forget to reload during lulls. They're always in the perfect position in the map. They've probably revived you once before you even realise how good they are, and together you are definitely going to finish this level. Of course, the downside of playing with the max level player is that you can't help but become a hitchhiker. Everything's dead for miles wide by the time you even bring your crosshairs up, and they're never going to get down, so you can't even really take on a humble support role. Still, all that XP. And now comes the most complicated relationship of all. The prankster. We love you, we hate you, we slate you, we tolerate you, but you make Zombie Army 4 and online gaming what it is. Utterly unpredictable. The prankster isn't trying to complete the level. The level is just their stage, and their objective isn't anything to do with yours. It also might change every few minutes. Right now, it's blocking my shot, for example. Yes, it sounds annoying, but really it's just another variable to keep you on your toes. Whether you're a max level player or a hitchhiker, they are a force of nature, and they occur in all online co-op games. So you're best off making friends with the prankster and remembering that games are fun at the end of the day.
Impressed?
So, which did you identify with? Maybe you're a max level perfectionist, or a clumsy prankster, or some other ridiculous hybrid, in which case let us know down in the comments. Leave us a like if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to make sure you never miss another video from us. See you in the next one.